Watch the Mega Millions drawing live tonight here on TV 23. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV 23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to High Plains Today on TV 23. Hey, it's Friday, August 14th, 2015. On today's show, our entertainment correspondent, Adam Jewell. Now, let's take a quick look at news around the area. A fatality accident occurred Thursday morning 2 miles south of Turpin on US 83. A van being driven by 18-year-old Venancio Baltazar Miguel of Liberal was southbound on US 83 when a pickup driven by 20-year-old Ramon Viscaro Pacheco of Perryton, Texas, went left of center, striking the van head-on. Baltazar Miguel had to be extracted from his vehicle and was pronounced dead at the scene. Two passengers in his vehicle, 21-year-old Miguel Bocastro and Santiago Batz, both of Liberal, and Pacheco, were all taken to Southwest Medical Center in Liberal and admitted in stable condition. Batz and Pacheco were later transferred to the Wesley Medical Center in Wichita. The Liberal Police Department, in conjunction with approximately 150 other law enforcement agencies across the state of Kansas, will be cracking down on impaired driving. The Liberal Police Department will be increasing patrols by staffing additional officers in order to arrest those who choose to drive under the influence, now beginning on August 20th through the September 7th. In addition to cracking down on impaired drivers, officers of the Liberal Police Department will be strictly enforcing the state's seatbelt laws also. There were no public comments during Wednesday's public hearing for the 2016 Holcomb City budget. After the hearing, the Holcomb City Council approved a budget of just over $5 million and a 47.525 mill levy. Now that's a reduction of 0.816 mills compared to the 2015 levy. Now for the 2016 budget, Holcomb will need about $532,000 in property taxes. And in other business on Wednesday, council members approved the site plan for the Love's development at the intersection of Bigelow and Jones Road. It will include a Love's gas station, convenience store, a truck plaza, as well as a Subway and a Sonic. And the Dodge City Community College Board of Trustees announced 5 president candidates at its meeting on Tuesday. Interviews with Mike Dreith, president at John A. Logan College in Illinois, Bruce Ekstrom, vice president at Garden City Community College, Danny Gillum, vice president at Dodge City Community College, Vince Solis, vice president at Laredo Community College in Texas, and Harold Nolte, he is the interim president at Dodge City Community College, will occur over the next coming weeks. And domestic issues that happened years ago, or what police say are behind the deaths of 2 people and the shooter turning the gun on himself late Sunday morning in Dodge City. Jesus Ochoa Morales, 55, of Dodge City, suffered from gunshot wounds sustained in the Waters True Value parking lot in Dodge City. He was transported to the Western Plains Regional Hospital, where he died later Sunday. About 10 minutes later, Maria Monreal, 48, of Dodge City, was abducted from Walmart at gunpoint. Monreal was a Walmart employee and the estranged wife of the shooter. He went into the business while she was on duty and removed her from the store. Now, officers located the suspect's vehicle, a maroon SUV, and as they approached it, the suspect, Isaiah Monreal, 58, of Dodge City, shot Maria in the head and then turned the gun on himself, also shooting himself in the head. Maria died at Western Plains Regional Hospital on Sunday. Isaiah was airlifted to the Wichita Hospital on Sunday and died on Tuesday. And finally, Kansas is using unlicensed workers to investigate suspected child abuse and neglect, with the only formal education requirement that they have a high school diploma. The Department for Children and Families has been using workers called special investigators in addition to social workers who are licensed by the state and hold at least a bachelor's degree. The agency has been employing special investigators statewide, said Rebecca Proctor. Now, she is the director of the Kansas Organization of State Employees. She said her agency first heard about 3 or 4 months ago that DCF was using special investigators. The Department of Children and Families said it has been using the investigators since the 1990s. And that's a look at just some of the things happening in the news. I'll be right back with weather after this.
watching High Plains Today on TV 23 with host Chris Jewell. TV 23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
You want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. On every screen in your life. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
And welcome back as we look off to the northeast on the TV 23 tower cam. Beautiful day out there so far. Let's take a look at our readings here at the studio. You can see it is sunny, 80 degrees, relative humidity 71%. Still a little sticky out there. I would like to see it way down. Winds are out of the east-southeast at 9, barometric pressure 29.94, and steady. Looking at the current temperatures around the region, we're looking at Guyman seems to be the hot spot. No, I take that back. Hayes, the hot spot, sneaking in with an 86, 85 in Guyman, 83 in Elkhart and Liberal, and Lamar, 81 in Pratt, Dodge City. Medicine Lodge, 77, seems to be the cool spot right now. Looking at our current dew temps, you can see dew points that, since they're still up in the 60s, that's why our humidity seems to be so high. And then looking at the current winds around the area, not too bad out there, gusting 12 from the north-northeast in Guyman. Gosh, if I could get my mouth to work today, we'd be in pretty good shape. Looking at our almanac yesterday at the Garden City Regional Airport, 89 degrees was the high yesterday, 106 the record set back in 1983, 64 was the low last night, 50 degrees was the record low back in 2004. That would have been a very pleasant day for an August 14th. As you can see, precipitation, they had no precipitation yesterday, although last night we had quite a bit here at the station, about 20 hundredths or so. Anyway, there was mud in the parking lot this morning. Looking at our forecast coming up, it's going to be 93 today. Sunny, winds are going to be out of the south-southeast at 9, so it's going to be a little sticky out there because there's not going to be much breeze to cool you off. Looking tonight, we're calling for partly cloudy skies, 68 degrees. Winds are still going to be out of the southeast at 10, and then tomorrow, another sunny Saturday, 91 degrees for the high, winds out of the south at 14. Tomorrow night, 68 degrees, partly cloudy, winds out of the south-southeast at 14. Looking at our 7-day, we do have some rain sneaking in on Sunday and Monday. It's going to be later afternoon, evening, and a 20% chance of rain now they're calling for on Tuesday and Wednesday, but those are going to be in the evenings, not during the day. Other than that, you can see the highs are pretty much going to be in the mid-90s or lower 90s, and the The lows sticking around. Man, I am having a hard time with my mouth today, and I don't know why. 60s, upper 60s for the lows. That's a look at your weather. We'll be back with the markets after this.
Are you tired of worrying about going over your cell phone data cap? Tired of surprise bills and text messages asking for more money? Stop the insanity. Switch to unlimited nationwide data from United Wireless. Switching is easy. Come in today and see for yourself. For a limited time, get free activation, up to $200 per line bill credit, and save on the latest smartphones. See how much you can save with unlimited nationwide data from United Wireless. See store for details.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Kansas school day is healthier than ever. School meals are designed to give you the nutrients and energy you need to learn, grow, and stay healthy. It's up to you to make healthy food choices in school and at home. Milk and dairy products, whole grains, lean protein, and lots of fruits and veggies. Now is a great time to learn about how to eat smart and play hard for life. Learn more about the healthy meals at your school and then enjoy the tasty choices. See you in the school cafeteria.
Something I feel when I'm right here, something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
For those dealing with the daily struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community with experts and other caregivers to help us better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands? My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah, that's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
And welcome back. It's Friday. That means one thing. We're going to be joined by our entertainment correspondent / we're not sure yet, guru, live from Chicago via Skype, Adam Jewell. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good day.
Well, it is a good day here in sunny Chicago, so I'll take it. Morning, day, noon, night, whatever.
Okay. How are things? Good?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we're going to talk about 3 things today. We're going to talk, 2 of them are documentaries, I understand, correct?
Yes.
All right. So the first one is I Am Chris, well, I'm not, but that's the title of the documentary. I Am Chris Farley. Is that correct?
Yes. And what I Am Chris Farley is, it chronicles the life of Chris Farley, who was taken from us at a very young age, in his mid or early 30s, because of addiction. But this documentary celebrates his life and what he accomplished in that. So it talks with former SNL castmates, talks with Lorne Michaels, the creator of SNL. It talks with Adam Sandler, David Spade, Norm Macdonald, his family, anyone and everyone that was a part of his life they talk about. And it was more of a celebration than the demons that he really had, because you don't know this. He went from Marquette University, where he played rugby, to Second City here in Chicago, to Saturday Night Live, all within 5 years.
So his rise to fame was really pretty quick then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he was just a very tour de force. And the thing is, he didn't write any of his own sketches on SNL. He had everyone write it for him, and he's just like, all right, just plug me in and I'll do it.
That's kind of odd, because a lot of the people on SNL, they help write and create their characters, right?
Right.
So that's kind of a break from the norm.
Yeah, he shared an office with David Spade, and so he would always be distracted, David Spade, when he was trying to work. That's how the whole fat guy in little coat thing got started. Was in SNL.
All right.
But it was just more of a celebration than an actual saying, oh, he succumbed to his demons, this and that, because his biggest influence was John Belushi. And he was the same way on SNL, where he just kind of, you plugged him in and you just let him go.
Okay. So. All right. So the I Am Chris Farley, I'm guessing that you are recommending that this is a must-see. Tumbleweeds, we're looking at
3.5.
3.5? Okay, that's respectable. All right. Now, where can people see this? Is this going to be in theaters? Is this going to be a rental? What is this? Netflix?
You're probably, if you want to see it in theaters, you're probably going to have to travel, because I don't foresee it coming to the greater Southwest Kansas area anytime soon. I mean, it might, but right now you probably might have to go to, say, Wichita.
Okay.
But if not, you can just hold out and wait for it to show up on Netflix or something.
Okay. All right. The next one is just called Amy, and this is a documentary about Amy Winehouse.
Excuse me. Yes. It's about Amy Winehouse, but the thing is, it's a complete opposite of I Am Chris Farley. What that is what this one is, it celebrates her life, but also focuses on really the kind of dark and tragic times that Amy Winehouse went through with her battle with addiction and everything in her personal life. So it's not just a celebration, but it's shedding a light on kind of the issues that came with her addiction and her personality, and just kind of how a bright star faded too quickly.
Okay, so this documentary kind of falls back on, say, the Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, those types of documentaries where they got caught up into the addiction life and everything went downhill from there.
Mm-hmm. But the one impressive thing with this is it brings in behind the scenes footage of her life, and also you hear unheard tracks So anything that hasn't been released yet by her, they play it throughout the movie. So you hear some of the stuff that would have been released, kind of almost an untapped potential.
Okay, so if you're an Amy Winehouse fan, this is a definite must-see for you then.
I would say a definite must-see for any music, person that's into music. So
Okay.
I would say so.
All right, so Tumbleweeds on Amy.
I'd probably say 4.
Oh,
It's probably,
whoa, okay.
It's a little bit, it's more, I would say, impressive than I Am Chris Farley, where I Am Chris Farley is a very bright and happy doc, versus this is more...
This one's more informational and
more serious.
Okay.
So,
All right, gotcha. All right, so we got 3.5 on I Am Chris Farley, 4 on Amy. Now, moving up to the biggie. We're going to get out of the documentary deal here. We're going to move up to Star Wars. The latest Star Wars is coming out, correct?
Yes, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, and if you've been living under a rock the past year, it takes place a good solid 20, 30 years after Return of the Jedi, and it's the brainchild of the writer of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and it's helmed by J.J. Abrams, who's directing this installment, and what it is that they just released new photos of some of the characters, but what's great is there's still, you don't know about the original 3. You don't know really about Han Solo, Princess Leia, or Luke Skywalker. They're being very tight-lipped about it, and they're just focusing on the newest characters, the younger generation. But it's still building buzz, and they're keeping it. Disney, who's now bought Lucasfilm, is being very tight-lipped about it, and it's part of their whole revival plan.
So does George Lucas have anything to do with this latest edition?
I think he's most likely brought on as a producer, or he's getting some sort of royalty, but he's not in any way, shape, or form involved in the decision-making process, which is quite frankly a good idea. When he sold Lucasfilm to Disney for, I believe it was $3 billion or $1 billion. I can't remember, but it was
okay. So he made a good chunk of change when he sold Star Wars Lucasfilms to the Disney family. Then, okay.
Yes.
So, quick question before we run out of time: is Han Solo and Skywalker and Princess Leia and Chewie and R2-D2, all those people, are they going to be in this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you haven't seen the latest trailer, which I watch a lot, you first see a lot of the new stuff that's happening, and because they're doing a lot of it practical, not too much CGI. But the trailer ends with Harrison Ford and Chewie, with Han Solo and Chewie in the Millennium Falcon, and just Han Solo saying, "Chewie, we're home," and it just gives you chills and you smile.
Okay, all right. So let's get right to it in about the 30 seconds we have left.
Yes.
Tumbleweed. Now, when does this come out? Quickly.
December 18th.
Oh man, we got to wait till Christmas for it to come out. Holy mackerel!
Yeah, but it's worth the
What a
wait.
tease. This was just a big tease, Adam. Okay. All right, but we'll be watching for it.
Excited.
Okay, so I know you can't rate this, but I can tell you are excited. But we'll look for that come December. And we'll look forward to seeing you again next Friday when hopefully we'll be live at the Tumbleweed Festival in Garden City, which you know about, and therefore the Tumbleweeds rankings will work really well.
Makes sense.
All right. See you next Friday.
All right. See you then.
All right. And we'll be back right after this.
You want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. On every screen in your life. We are broadcasters. Always here for you. Wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
And welcome back. Hey, last night, preseason football kind of got started. There was a couple of games. Tom Brady better hope his legal defense is better than his football defense. The suspended Patriots quarterback hung around for about one play, less than a full quarter, in the exhibition opener on Thursday night before giving way to Jimmy Garoppolo. Learn that name. And watching as the Green Bay Packers beat his Super Bowl champions 22-11 in their preseason opener. And Josh McCown scored on his first preseason possession with Cleveland. Robert Griffin III and the Washington starter still couldn't find the end zone, and McCown threw a touchdown pass in his debut for Cleveland, and backup Johnny Manziel scrambled for a TD as the Browns, busting out new uniforms for the first time, put an early lead before losing 20-17 to the Redskins in their preseason opener. And when the Toronto Blue Jays welcome the New York Yankees to town tonight, they'll send ace David Price to the mound in search of a franchise record 12th straight win. Are they confident? I think so. Surging Blue Jays have that in abundance right now. Toronto won its 11th straight last night, beating the Oakland A's 4-2 behind Mark Burley's arm and Ryan Gowen's bat. I believe the Blue Jays are now in first place in the American League East. And last night, the Royals lost 7-6 to the Los Angeles Angels. Same two teams tonight in Kansas City. Taking a quick look at our weather, it is 81 degrees out. Or 81 degrees out, relative humidity 71%. Winds are from the east at 9. Barometric pressure is holding steady. Remember, we do have a chance of rain sneaking in on the 7-day on Sunday and Monday. Slight chance Tuesday and Wednesday. Highs in the lower 90s. Lows are going to be in the upper 60s. Go out and make it a good weekend, everybody. Call your cable provider, ask to see us. See ya.
Latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1,000,000. For free tips to help you save, go to feedthepig.